Welcome. I want to talk to you today about goal setting, task management, whatever you decide to call it, and how simply planning won't help you produce. Planning is not the only thing that you need to do in order to achieve your goals, or in order to master your to-do list, or in order to organize your tasks. Planning isn't the only thing. And I want to kind of talk about this because there are a lot of people, especially this time of year. This is the beginning of January. Well, beginning of the new year, end of January. There are a lot of people. Everybody, it seems like, has bought a new planner and they are showing off their shiny, fancy planner, and they're taking pictures and posting on social media of their planner and being really excited about what they are planning to achieve this year. And that's great. That is awesome. It definitely starts with the decision. But simply planning by itself is not going to get you to the achievement that you're looking for. Simply planning by itself is not going to get you to accomplishing the goals or accomplishing the mission, right? So I want to talk to you guys today about the 4 P's. The 4 P's of goal setting and achievement, because it's not just about setting. You want to get to actually making those things happen. You don't want to just say, okay, I wrote the goals down. First I bought the fancy planner. I wrote the goals down. Boom, bam, pow. Everything's just going to happen. That's not how it works. So I want to talk about the 4 P's. The 4 P's of achieving your goals, of mastering your to-do list, of whatever term or phrase you are using for that decision or that process that you are going through right now to improve your life or to improve your business. So step 1, the first P of the 4 P's is planning. Planning is step 1. And that's step 1 because you have got to make the decision. The planning phase is the decision. It's the decision about where you want to go. It's the decision about what you want to achieve. That's step 1. That's the mindset thing, right? You got to first decide. You got to first be able to even verbalize what the thing is that you want to do. You've got to be able to say that. The first P is deciding what you want to do, where you want to go. A lot of us stop there. We write it down. We say, boom, bam, this is what I want to do. And then we fold that book up or we put that piece of paper away and life goes on to happen. And then we forget about what we said we wanted to do. That's where the second P comes in. The second P is the process. I did a live broadcast in my group, Business Battle Buddies, earlier this week. And the title of that broadcast was, Your Process Fills in the Gaps. And the second P to achieving your goals is process, because you have to decide, you have to outline what the step-by-step process, what is the outline that you are going to follow to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. The process is important because it forces you to think through the how. Because I know, beginning of the year, you set goals for your business. You say, okay, I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to do a magazine. And I'm going to do a Periscope broadcast 7 days a week. That's great. You write all of those things down and you walk away feeling like Superman, Superwoman. But you haven't given a thought to how you are going to do this. Given everything that you already have on your plate, given your other responsibilities, how are you going to make these things happen? That's where the process comes in. The process, which is the second P, forces you to think through how these things are going to happen. How are you going to start the podcast? How are you going to make the time or carve out the time to record? How are you going to launch How are you going to write the book? Are you going to write for 10 minutes a day? Are you going to take one weekend a month and go to the woods and work on it for a weekend? How are you going to show up on Facebook and on Periscope every single day with a live broadcast? When are you going to have time to plan out your content? All of these things is a part of the process. You have to outline your process. We can't forget that. We think, okay, I'm going to plan it and then I'm going to go straight to doing. But if you don't know how all of these goals are going to fit into your already busy life, your already full schedule, you are going to bite off more than you can chew. You are going to burn out in 5 minutes, and then all of those goals are going to get thrown out. You're going to forget everything because you didn't take time to document the process. Your process fills in the gaps. So do not neglect, after you write out the plan, after you've created the vision and made it plain, you need to document the process. Do not neglect the process. That's the second P. The third P is prepare. The prepare step is where you put the pieces in place to get you started. So let's say you decided, I'm going to start a podcast or I'm going to write a book. Okay, what do you need? What pieces, what equipment do you need to start the process? You probably need to go buy a mic. Or you probably need to make sure that you have a quiet place or quiet time to go and record. The prepare step is where you get all of those pieces and put them in place. Step 4 is to produce. That is where you do the work, and then you keep doing the work, and then you keep doing the work. Step 4 is very simple. It's just do it and keep doing it. Produce.